Chef Dave here, and today we're going to talk about marinades. And a couple of things I want you to remember about marinades is we marinate for two reasons. One for flavor and one for tenderness. Today I'm going to be using this beautiful flank steak here, and flank is one of those cuts that requires a tenderizing marinade. And the neat thing about what we're going to do today is that we're going to show you, by starting off with a base marinade, we can take that and take it into a Mexican version and into an Asian version. Simply by starting with a bottled vinaigrette, which I know you all have in your refrigerators. All right, so we've measured out our bottled vinaigrette, and for our base, we're going to add some garlic. And I always like garlic. Everything goes better with garlic in my kitchen. Then we're going to add some crackback black pepper, and with two little pours, we've created our base marinade. Okay, now we could take this base marinade, which we call our classic marinade, and take our flank steak, put it in our food-safe plastic bag and marinate it, and you'd have a great beef eating experience. However, since I'm kind of a Asian mood today, we're going to also do, add our Asian version, some toasted sesame seeds, some fresh ginger. This is already smelling great. Some brown sugar. And some soy sauce. I'm using low sodium soy sauce here, as well as a little bit of sesame oil. And you always want to be careful with sesame oil because you can go a little too far with it. Alright, so we're mixing this together. Now we've got our Asian marinade, and I don't have my clock on, but I think we got that done with under a minute. Alright, now if you're feeling in a Mexican mood and you want to do steak tacos or fajitas on the grill, this is a great marinade to use. Our first ingredient is cumin, a little bit of salt, and some chipotle chili powder, and finally a little bit of lime juice. Now it's important to, and we're going to mix this up, it's important to remember that all these ingredients, the lime juice, the bottled vinaigrette, the ginger, these are acidic and enzymatic ingredients which are going to help marinate our steak and tenderize it, because flank does benefit from a tenderizing marinade. And we want to marinate this steak for 6 to 24 hours, and an easy way to remember that would be 6 hours or as long as overnight. We can over-marinate, so we want to be careful about that. No matter what the steak is, be it a New York strip, a top sirloin, a top round, a flank, we always want to have a good steak bite when we're biting into the steak. Okay, so we've got this mixed together. I'm using a whisk. If you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork, you can use a spoon, but a whisk helps incorporate air into the mixture. And since I'm not a big guy on dishes, I like using these food-safe plastic bags. And then we'll just seal it up nice and tight. Get the air out of it. And then put it in a shallow dish in your refrigerator. And then in 6 hours, so if you're doing this in the morning, you could grill tonight. If not, you could grill it tomorrow. Remember, don't over-marinate beef and never reuse the marinade. Grill steaks over medium ash-covered coals or over medium heat on a preheated gas grill. You can find this recipe and others, plus all the grilling guidelines you need at beefit'swhatsfordinner.com. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter.